5 elements, simple 5 elements that you should include on your homepage in order to get conversions. Now, what you need to do in order to be where you're getting really good conversions and obviously making the most of your landing pages. When you consider all the landing pages out there, I really always think of it as like a bell curve. Which pages are generating more leads and which pages are generating less leads? And if you think about it, the landing pages that are really performing very well in terms of percentages, getting like between 5 to even 20% conversions, you're talking about people that narrow down what they need to say on the website and how it is designed. And in this video, I will show you exactly what you need to do so you can be in that group of high performing landing pages. Now, in our agency, we actually created an infographic that sort of covers every element. But if you want this PDF, just let me know in the comments below and I will give you the link to it. But it basically goes through each of the 5 elements that we will cover today, and it will just give you like the basic idea of what you need to do in each of those elements. The first element of any landing page that you're designing really needs to communicate 3 things. 1, what you offer, okay, and that usually goes in the heading. 2, why would someone should care at all about what you offer? So obviously you want to put maybe a strong benefit or a reason why they should engage with your service in very simple terms. And 3, a call to action. Here's a very simple example of what it should look like. This is a website we designed quite a long time ago, but it sort of has those elements very simple. So enterprise IT services, obviously this is a person that provides IT services. You need to affirm to them that you offer the services they're looking after. So you really want to just nail your service in just a few words. Whether you're providing IT services, law services, financial services, just make sure you mention that in the heading in a very, very clear and concise approach. Now, the next thing you want to focus about is the subheading, which usually needs to affirm for the person, you know, why should they care about you? So usually you'd want to say 1 or 2 benefits, usually just 1 benefit, or why they should care, or why they should engage your services. So in very simple terms, what is the benefit to them? And then you want a call to action and have a button to contact you. So again, what is your service? Why should someone care? And a call to action, including the button where they would click. So I know this sounds very simple and basic, but a lot of businesses don't actually get that. If you go and now Google a bunch of products or services businesses, you see that a lot of them miss those 3 elements. And if you include those 3 elements in your hero section, which is the top part of your homepage, then you will see that you'll get a lot better results than if you didn't include those 3 elements. So highly recommended to have those 3 elements. If you actually do some research about designing and, you know, writing the copy for landing pages, a lot of people will give you different ways to do it, different approaches, different methodologies. To be honest, the more simple, the easier you communicate what you're trying to offer and the benefits to the client, the more results you get. Let's go down to the second part of your homepage and what that should include. So the second page is very much about your product solution and its benefits. What you want to include here is basically the benefits that set you apart from your competitors, and you really need to touch on the ones that are most critical to your client. So let me explain to you a little bit about that. So for this example, this page is about a business that provides Airbnb services cleaning. I will just touch on those benefits, and you need to try to tailor the benefits that you have for the service or product that you offer for your business, and try to find the best ones. Just make sure you're listing the things that are most critical to them. So for here, we do things your way, from putting chocolate on the pillow to folding the towels a certain way. We will accommodate your specific requirements. So obviously a lot of Airbnbs out there have different ways of doing things. Telling them that you do that for them affirms that need. Puts a chocolate on the pillow, gets the linens done. That is something that is highly desired, obviously, as an Airbnb provider. So this business would want to list something like that. The next thing, knowing that this Airbnb cleaning service goes beyond that and provides some maintenance services, that is also a good benefit to have compared to probably competitors in the area. Again, try to find the benefits. Don't write features, write the benefits, the things that your customers care about. If you list those very, very well in the second part of your landing page or homepage, then you will obviously tend to the needs of the customer and have higher chance of getting them to contacting you. So let's think about it for a second. You go to a website and you're looking for a product or service. You obviously have your own needs and what you expect of that service or product. Everybody is different, but if you actually accommodate to a broader need of your potential customers, so again, listing the 3 top benefits that you think are the golden standard of what you need to say on your website, then do that and keep it simple and keep your words very plain. So even and a great student is able to understand what is the benefits of your service product. I just wanted to show you how with this simple advice, you could be creating a landing page that is better than multi-million-dollar businesses out there. So I'm just giving you an example here of Liberty. They sort of address the 3 points that I mentioned, but not really. Loans for free thinkers. Okay, so they provide loans and they clarified that in their heading. As I mentioned, what do you offer? Have that in your heading. The second thing is, whatever loan you need, don't worry, we've got you covered. Okay, that's a bit plain, a bit broad. What do you mean you got me covered? Okay, so you could, like this particular business, could have focused on the benefit a lot better. For example, our loan process is a lot faster and easier than most. Then you are specific, so you're telling someone that your loan process is faster, and for those who need it urgently, obviously you tend to their needs. It's a lot better than having such a broad saying that we got you covered. Or you can say something along the lines of, we will work with your financial situation to get you the best outcome. That's a little bit more specific, that obviously a lot of people out there might not get the loan amount they need, and these guys will do their best to do that. So it's a little bit better than having that broad saying. And again, the call to action, find a loan for me, that one is, they sort of tend to that third point that I mentioned. But I just wanted to cover that and show you that even businesses with a lot of budget, they can put on marketing, sometimes get this element wrong. And if you get those 3 points, what you offer, why would someone care, and a call to action, then you do really good in terms of performance. We'll move on to testimonials, and I want to show you what is the best way to show testimonials on your website and what sort of elements you should include. Here's an example I took from Purple. What do you guys think of this testimonial element? I think it's good, and I'll tell you what they've done great here and what can be improved in order to get the most out of this element to create that social proof that you want to have. So having the 5-star element, tick. Okay, that's one of the things you want to include. Having a specific, not too long snippet of their testimonial, that's also great. So they've done that here, as you can see. They also have names, so you want to put the name, obviously, of who is giving you the testimonial. Now, let's talk a little bit about what they could improve. One of the things that the reports have shown, that if you have a video testimonial in your website, including the 5-star element and their name, then that's the best way to go about doing a testimonial. So video testimonials work best. Having the 5-star element from a psychological perspective, for some reason, it also adds to that. The snippet and the name, 4 things, okay? Make sure you have them. If you have a video recording of your clients giving you a testimonial, make sure you get one of those, get the 5-star design element, their name obviously, and a quick snippet from their testimonial. Those are the best ways to display your testimonials. I'll show you how we do it on our website. We don't have the 5-star element. Maybe we should include it next time. So as you can see, there's a video testimonial here. If you click on it, a little snippet, obviously, that tends to sort of the needs. So obviously we do SEO. We put that on the snippet that showed the results that we got for this particular business, the name and a logo. That's the way we design it. What you want is really to have also that 5-star element, and then you sort of perfected those elements that have been proven to work better than others. Now, one more thing I want to touch on is, a lot of people ask me, like, you know, how many testimonials should I have on my website to make it look legit? Like, do I need like 20, 10, 5? What's the perfect number? You only need 3. 3 is the magic number for a lot of elements in terms of design, in terms of humans' capacity to retain knowledge. And that goes for also the way you design your website. So how many benefits you should list? 3. How many testimonials you should have? 3. Having 3 is enough. I know that sometimes you feel like you need to put more elements or more design or more benefits to make it look more legit or more appealing. But to be honest, the more you add after that magic 3 number, the less trustworthy you would appear. So work with 3 elements and you'll do just fine. Just a little bit about that magic 3 number. A lot of people ask me sometimes, like, hey, Omer, I don't think 5 elements is enough for my website. I always tell them that the more elements as well that you put in your website, the more your visitor has to scroll. It also reduces that trust. So you don't really need to have that many elements. As you can see on this page over here, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then our footer. You don't need to have more than 5 slides on your homepage or your landing pages if you address each of those things very well. Now, let's focus on the last 2 after the testimonials that I just covered. Let's talk about how our service work. So if you have a bit of a process, especially for service-based businesses, to onboard someone or a process in order to get them a quote, it's really important to have an element that sort of covers that of how your service works in order to lead your customer and address any uncertainties or any questions about your service in a nice, clear way. So So for example, for like our service as a marketer, like first of all, like get in touch with us. The second step, one of our team will contact you and schedule a meeting with you. And the third step, we'll give you a quote and you can decide whether you want to work with us. Every service is different and every product is different, but you really want to address the sort of steps forward from, okay, so you got trust, you've realized what service we offer, you saw what is the benefit of it, you're happy with that, you saw some testimonials which address your needs in the same sort of matter and the challenges you're having. Here's the process, this is what you need to do and what it looks like. So for example, for this Airbnb cleaning service, you got step one, call our team, obviously get in touch. That's the first thing you want to put in there. The second step, on property meetings, your cleaning account manager will meet you on site to understand your hosting requirements and process. So okay, they go a bit above and beyond. They're just coming to clean their stuff. They come to see what you want to set your Airbnb to be like, and then they'll give you a quote. Book your first cleaning service. So once your account manager sets up your account, you can log into our cleaning portal and book the day you require our service. So obviously they offer a really easy way to sort of book online in terms of the cleaning service. So basically don't leave your visitor to guess what they need to do next or what it looks like. Give them a nice 1, 2, 3 step of the pathway of them getting in touch with you first. So that way you have the opportunity to do your sales, which is your sales call, or basically lead them to giving them a price or a quote. And the last final step, probably the most important now when all the AI snippet and AI, search results are coming up. This is a very important part of improving your website to attend for all these AI crawlers like ChatGPT. When you ask ChatGPT, for example, to do research or something like that, he actually goes and visits a bunch of websites and scrolls them and captures all the information on that landing page in terms of content, and that's how they know how to rank or how to address certain questions that people ask on ChatGPT. So basically, the more effort you put into this FAQ section, the more likely that you'll be appearing in those LLM search results. So how many questions you should have in FAQ? I usually recommend around 10 to 15. Again, it depends how many questions your customers are asking about the product, but usually you want around 10 to 15. Obviously, you want to address the questions that are most burning or the ones that usually appear the most. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, I need to write like a lot of copy for SEO and stuff like that. Obviously, don't make it too full of copy and overloaded. You really just want to answer the question in a simple form, just to address what the question is. If you answer questions that are more relevant to your location or your service or who is your customer, the better LLMs like ChatGPT and even that Google AI snippet will understand which customers you want to attract. So for example, like if this cleaning service only operates in Sydney and you answer one of those questions, then the LLMs and Google will know that you only operate in Sydney, and they will only show you to people who search for like Airbnb cleaning services in Sydney. So if you have that question answered on your site, then obviously you will get priority compared to an Airbnb cleaning service in Sydney that doesn't have that question answered. The more information you have on your website for your product or service to show you what niche expertise or what niche clients you want to attract, the better you will be prioritized in different search engines and LLM engines. And that's really all you need in order to create conversions and to create trust with your business. Our goal with this YouTube channel is very much to give you as much value as we can in terms of helping you improve your business and your marketing. We create PDFs and a lot of resources such as this landing page infographic to help you in this process. If you're looking for more information and you are very, very interested in improving your business in terms of marketing, in terms of sales, subscribe to the channel and like the video if you got good value out of it. Also, if you have any other questions, just hit me up in the comments, and I wish you a very beautiful day and I hope to see you next time.